Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alfanim. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you can, I would appreciate it. Turn that like button into a rocket and send it into the stratosphere. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about Litecoin. This has been a cryptocurrency that I have been bullish on from almost the very beginning of my entry into crypto. I've always loved Litecoin, and yes, I definitely do think it's highly undervalued, but we have a lot of major things, a lot of major deals coming up very, very soon. And I just want to say one thing before I get into a few of those things that you probably have heard of before, but I want to give a different, hopefully, perspective on the topic of Litecoin. Now, never underestimate, it's my opinion, never underestimate the appeal of privacy and affordability. A lot of people I know that I've encountered out in the world, they hear, for example, Bitcoin, and they immediately think of like $40,000, $50,000. One of the first things I hear from people that scares them off from getting into crypto, which they associate Bitcoin with crypto and use the two terms almost interchangeably. But one of the things that scares them off is the price. They say to themselves, well, Bitcoin is too expensive. They have no idea about Satoshis. They have no idea that you can buy a piece of Bitcoin. I was talking to a gentleman who was a very highly intelligent individual, knows many things, right? But he, when talking about Bitcoin, had no idea that you could buy a piece of Bitcoin, that you could buy that's comprised of Satoshis and things of this nature. No idea. Now, let's bring that back full circle when we're talking about Litecoin. The average person sees that Litecoin price and it's very, very desirable to them. They say, this is something I can have. Not only that, this is something I can accumulate quite a bit of, right? And maybe even make some profit off of it. Then you add in that they're going to be introducing this privacy feature, and people say to themselves, especially in this day where so much is going on with censorship and shutting people down, right, on the internet, that people are concerned about their privacy. So you introduce this privacy option, it makes it that much more delicious for the common person to get into crypto. And I think actually the rise of Litecoin, and I do anticipate it to rise quite significantly so, I really do. But I do anticipate that the rise of Litecoin will actually bring a wave of new people into crypto that will raise all the other cryptocurrencies with the rising tide. A rising tide raises all ships. We've all heard this before, right? So never underestimate those two things: the appeal of affordability and privacy. Now, there is mass adoption clearly coming. We can see that through the PayPal deal. Visa has something that they're doing. I believe MasterCard has something that they're doing also that is tied to either crypto or Litecoin, almost one or the other, right? Which is beneficial to all of crypto when these adoptions happen. There are more and more celebrities talking about crypto. A few of them have come out and said that they have been accumulating Litecoin. There is so much going on with Litecoin right now. Not only that, Litecoin, I don't believe that it has returned to its all-time high, right? So there is so much potential for it to skyrocket. When people hear that, they're just mind blown. They say, their ears perk up when they hear that they can make a massive amount of money. I mean, whose ears don't, right? So when people hear that Litecoin still stands to take off, to moon, and all of these different terms that we use, they're also very, very interested for those reasons. Now, whereas you could make pretty good gains off of Bitcoin, they look at Litecoin, they say, wow, you know, when Litecoin's 140, 170, 160, they say, well, where could it go? And someone tells them it can go to $800, $1,000, $500, heck, $300. And it's feasible that it can do that within the year. This is very, very tempting to people. And there are so many videos on YouTube saying these things, and it's highly feasible that Litecoin can reach those particular price points. So you add all of this in together, and I say to myself, I'm very bullish on Litecoin. Like I mean, it has so much going for it. You know, is there the possibility that Litecoin could, consolidate for long periods of time? Yes. But does the potentiality exist that Litecoin, because of all of these factors, can just take off, just like a rocket, go to the moon, and we all make a very, very beautiful profit? Muy linda. Beautiful profit. That potentiality does, in my opinion. Yeah, so that potentiality does exist. I'm sorry, my camera is doing some weird things today. So, in conclusion, I love Litecoin. I'm very bullish on Litecoin. I believe that it's going to do wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things this year. And I'm happy to see it do well. And I'm also very interested to see where it goes from here. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun. Are you? So now that you have that information, right, what are you going to do with it? Subscribe to the channel. And if you can, please turn that like button into a rocket and send it into the stratosphere. Please share the channel with someone if you feel like you like my channel. And until the next time, let's get to the money.